saw the battle in the first leg at the Etihad, and we saw the Instagram post from Gabriel that we're waiting for Haaland in the second leg at the Emirates. It should be an interesting game. I expect Gabriel to be very sensible. You understand how the referees will be looking for any and every reason to send off our players. We are not the best friends of referees these days. So I implore and I appeal to Gabriel to be very sensible in the battle against Haaland, because you have to understand what is going on at the moment. Apparently, welcome to the present. Yes, we are going to talk about the preview of Arsenal hosting Manchester City at the Emirates. It should be a good game. This should be a good game. Remember the first leg, the corresponding fixture at the Etihad. Gabriel versus Haaland. This should be another interesting context, in my personal opinion. Guys, do that kind of favor. Like the video. If you're new, please subscribe and make sure you turn on your notification bell. One more time, please like the video, please subscribe, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. So, Arsenal will be hosting them. We need to win this match if we want to continue our title charge. Title, stay relevant and very intentional about title race. We have to win this game against Manchester City. Anything shorter than a victory will put it in jeopardy, especially if Newcastle, if Liverpool go ahead and win their own game. We have to win this match. If we get a draw, and Liverpool gets a draw, we are still in the title race. If we lose this game, which I don't expect to lose, and Liverpool lose, we are still in the title race. But for us to continue to actually narrow the gap between us and Liverpool and push forward is imperative. I know it's a difficult match. Manchester City, yes, they're not the same Manchester City of 2 years ago. They've struggled this season, but they can raise their game against the big boys. So if you're thinking it's going to be a show in the park because at the Emirates, you have something else coming for you. We have to take this game very, very, very important. As much as we are claiming Manchester City are falling off the cliff, Arsenal have not been doing great either. So we have to be very, very sensible in the way we analyze this game, in the way we talk about this game. It's a tough match. I understand Arsenal slightly have the advantage, home advantage. I think our midfield is stronger at the moment than Manchester City's midfield, but I would say maybe slightly edge the attacking phase of the game. At defensive, they'll be struggling. They've been conceding a lot of goals this season, so they are vulnerable at the back, so we can take that advantage of that. But at the front for us too, Saka is out probably for the rest of the season. Jesus is definitely out for the rest of the season. They've not brought in an attacking player yet, no striker, no winger yet that will be shouting. Kai Havertz is in a so form. Trossard is doing his best. Martinelli can be a handful on his day. So there's still a chance for us to win this game, but we have to make sure we're at our best to get anything tangible from this game. Now, if you look at the form table, let's look at it real quick. Look at the form table right here. We've won our last 3 out of last 5 Premier League games, while Manchester City have won their last 4 in their last 5 Premiership games. So who is more on form? Even though we understand in overall, Arsenal are second, Manchester City are fourth. Now look at the games played. We've played 23 games, 13 victories, 8 draws and 2 losses, 47 points, 23 goal difference. Look at Manchester City closely, 23 games played, 12 games. So we've won 1 game ahead of Manchester City. They have less draws, which is 5 draws, and they've lost 6 games. So they have more losses than us, and they have less draws than us. So the gap is not that great. We just did Manchester City by 6 points, and I'm hoping rather we extend that by another 3 points and making 9 points on Sunday, or else it will not be what a lot of Arsenal fans are seeking for. Now, let's talk about Manchester City. What have been their main struggles this season? In my personal opinion, the main struggles of Manchester City has been their midfield, not necessarily their defense. I think their midfield doesn't have the legs they used to have before, the creativity and the audacity they've had in that midfield. They've lost it. So they are struggling defensively, and which affects their attack. For me, the midfield is a key engine of any team. Now, most of the times, all the accolades is given to the attack, but the midfield is very, very important. The legs, the ingenuity, the creativity of the midfield sustains both the attack and the defense. And since Rodri has been out, who is a fundamental key player for them, and Gundogan, the likes of Bernardo Silva and De Bruyne have lost a yard of pace. They are not as industrious as they used to be. The creativity has declined, and age is stealing on them. You can see it visibly that the midfield is struggling. Now, can they put a performance together in certain games, they can do that. They can definitely win games. The form table tells you that, even the league table tells you that they can win games, but the consistency they used to have before has sharply declined. And for Arsenal, we've struggled with our creativity this season. Definitely, we struggle with our actually attacking flow is more of a control style of play, which is not, in my personal opinion, the fantastic design for the kind of players we have. And we have some inconsistency from the referees. These are not excuses; those are legitimate reasons. We have some dodgy decisions. I'm hoping on Sunday, the back and forth between the PGMOL, the media, and us now, we can put it aside and let us have a game that is being refereed with objectivity. Because you can smell there's a tension between the referees and Arsenal, which should not be there. Unfortunately, the referees are acting like a bunch of cartel, a bunch of gangs who cannot be told they are wrong. Unfortunately, so back to the match. It's a match which will be winning, especially when Manchester City are vulnerable in context. But some people say, Arsenal are looking a bit vulnerable. Yes, in the attack, but I still believe Kai Havertz, Martinelli, and Trossard can do beats against Manchester City. I believe Partey, Declan Rice, and Odegaard in our midfield can overperform and overpower the midfield of Manchester City at this moment in time. So I think we can do that. We won in midweek against a smaller team in Girona in the Champions League. Even though Manchester City won, you saw their struggles before they came back from a goal down to win 3-1. You can see these consistent struggles, especially in the midfield of Manchester City. We can take a full advantage of that, in my personal opinion, bearing there are no fresh injuries in the Arsenal camp, in my personal opinion. So it should be a tough game. I'm not saying we're going to stroll and just tumble on Manchester City. It's not going to be as easy as that. But I still think we still have the starting 11 or the starting 12 or 13 to be beating Manchester City, in my personal opinion. If you disagree, let me know why you disagree in the comment section. Yes, the past antecedents of Manchester City still gives them a little bit of the honor that they should be beating Arsenal. I don't think so, but based on recent, from what we are watching at the moment, I think Arsenal should be able to beat Manchester City, especially at the Emirates. Yes, we lost in the FA Cup to Manchester United. This is a different game, different kettle of fish. I expect the Villarreal, who was missing, and Arteta claiming he was injured against Girona, to be back in between the sticks, because the nature or the nomenclature of his injury wasn't disclosed. That made it a bit fishy. I don't know why Arteta be playing mind games with goalkeepers, but Arteta does what he does. So it is what it is. So I expect Timber, who played 45 minutes, should be fit. Partey played 45 minutes. So we should have at least a decent number of players to prosecute the game. And for me, I understand the clamor for go and get a striker, go and get a winger is a legitimate call, but we still have a team, in my personal opinion, buying no fresh injuries to actually beat Manchester City at the Emirates. And Manchester City are no slouches. They are struggling in the midfield. They are struggling for consistency. If we do not take them very seriously, if not do our homework, we could actually lose to them. So hopefully we don't take that for granted. Hopefully, we convert our chances. And we're going to see a battle between Gabriel and Haaland. We saw the battle in the first leg at the Etihad. And we saw the Instagram post from Gabriel that we're waiting for Haaland in the second leg at the Emirates. It should be an interesting game. I expect Gabriel to be very sensible. You understand how the referees will be looking for any and every reason to send off our players. We are not the best friends of referees these days. So I implore and I appeal to Gabriel to be very sensible in the battle against Haaland, because you have to understand what is going on at the moment. Apparently, the PGMOL or the referees are not Arsenal's best friend at the moment. So let Gabriel be sensible with the battle he is going to be having with Erling Haaland at the Emirates. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section regarding the game, your score prediction, your predicted 11. Leave them in the comment section. On your way out, please like the video, please subscribe, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. One more time, like the video, subscribe, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. Arsenal hosting Manchester City at the Emirates. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.